Hey guys, how you doing? This is Julian Lee, and in today's video, we want to talk about how to get out of your own way and how to get out of your way and take action. Because a lot of people struggle with that. I struggle with that with my, amongst a lot of different things throughout my life, right? So what is it that that seems to create that visible wall every time you want to make a change in your life for a positive thing, right? So, whether it be a new relationship, better job, better life. What is it, that thing that stops you from taking action? And then let's take a look at this from a business perspective. We know, as the saying goes, that if we're not building our dream, we're being employed by someone else to build their dream, right? So what is it that gets in your way when it's time for you to get going? What is it that holds you back? What is that invisible wall? And how do you break through that? Right? Because, I had to take a hard look at myself in a lot of different ways to figure out, what was it that allowed me to break through certain things, right? And it was really just me. It's just a lot of times it's just a program you pick up. And a lot of these things stem from, they always say it starts from your childhood, right? You may have heard someone say something and you internalize it because you don't know any better. Or if it's someone that you know, like, and trust, that type of thing. In a young age, as young kids, you could be impressionable. So you got to be, obviously, I have a child. She's an adult now, but you got to be careful what you say to children at a young age, right? And it's something I noticed too, even when I was married years ago, that, children, they're at a certain age, especially between, to me, 0 and 8, man, their mind is like a sponge. They pick up everything. Even when you're thinking they're not paying attention, they're paying attention. So you got to be really careful what you're actually putting in your child's mind, what's in their environment and that type of thing, what people are saying to them, because you don't know what they can internalize and take it and run with it. And it may not be something that serves them. So with just keeping that in mind, what are those limiting beliefs that stopped you? And again, all those limiting beliefs really are just things that are just getting you in your own way, and they appear in your mind as invisible walls, invisible barriers. When you want to start something, whether you want to lose weight, whenever you want to start a new business, when you want to make a change in your life, it's like that thing that you always talk about, but you can never get off your ass and get it done, man. And for me, I wanted to start my online business, and it was a struggle because what I realized, just looking back now, is I actually had a job that killed my dreams. But that's just a reality situation, right? It was a job that was a very toxic environment. It didn't leave much room for growth. And when you're in that environment, I worked there for almost 16 years. That's just what that is. And I got to a point in my life where I actually had to let it go. Otherwise, it would really be messing with my health on top of that. But it was not there to serve my higher purpose. It was not there for with my best interest in mind. So what did I have to do to get out of my own way? I had to let go of shit, right? That includes those limiting beliefs, those programmings, the certain situations, being in certain environments. I had to let go of certain things. And that's what I had to learn to do. So for me to be able to take action, along the way, I started network marketing years ago, in my early 20s. I'm 43. And, through different personal development books, I learned, to be able to take action. For me, and then this is what I realized myself, for me to be able to get out of my own way and take action, I just had to do it. Just like, think about the Nike. I know it sounds cliche, maybe. It sounds, it sounds cliche, or it sounds less, like so simple. But it's such a difficult thing for a lot of people. I had a discussion with a friend about that today. And it could be very difficult, man. Sometimes the best thing to do when you want to start something is just to fucking start it. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Don't worry about what anyone thinks. Just do it. Because what I've realized with myself is it takes me about 2-3 weeks to get in the habit of doing certain things. I'm burning new habits. These are... and you learn about this in personal development, right? To replace those bad habits with new habits. But it takes a certain amount of time, and you got to know what your body is like, and what your mind is like when you're doing something over a period of time. How long it takes before it becomes automatic, and you're missing that thing, right? Or you do it without thinking, especially, because that's what the point when we get to. In the beginning phases, yeah, it could be, you got to be able to push through. Though you just have to. For me personally, the beginning stages, I just have to act. I just have to stay in action. That's what I have to do. I know 2-3 weeks, boom, I'm burnt in. It doesn't matter if I'm working out. It doesn't matter anything new that I'm trying to do. I actually have to be on it for 2 to 3 weeks straight, and I'll stick. That's what I've learned about myself. Just in tapping into myself and paying attention to the things that my triggers, the different thought patterns that come into my mind when I want to do something, you know, the doubts, the fears. In order for me to negate that shit and get out of my own way, I have to just take action. I don't need to know all the details of a thing. If I know what something that resonates in my heart, that I want to make a change for my life, for myself, for my family, whatever the case is, because it all starts with self, right? I've got to keep stock and have ownership for myself before anybody else. I got to take ownership. This is not a matter of me pushing something off on someone else, right? I'm not pointing fingers. You know, this is about me making a change in my life, you know, whether it be starting a new business or whatever the case is. I've got to take stock of that, and I just got to take action. That's what I have to do right away. And like I said, I didn't need to know all the details. I just need to have the vision of what that looks like and what I could feel like, and kind of internalize it like it's here. Almost like somewhat similar to what they teach in Law of Attraction, but there's more to it than that. But then it's just something I learned inherently. And, you know, my mom will say, you're like a dog with a bone. And yeah, I am, to a degree. Because I know within myself, and maybe that's what she doesn't understand about me, is that I know that for me, and just paying attention to myself and how I am, for me to form that new habits, I got to take action. And the best way to move myself out of the damn way is to get in action as quickly as possible. Because if I don't, those little thoughts in my mind, right? That's just me, you know, in my head, the chatter from all the experiences and things I've heard that I've internalized in my head for whatever amount of years, you know, they'll start kind of cropping up, you know, but what about this? What if that happens? What if such and such happens? What about what such and such things, and all those silly ass thoughts that holds us back, right? And it's just really us. And those stupid mental thoughts and those mental images, and it could have been from people around you, it could be from TV, it could be from, you know, certain societal shit that they always throw in your face, right? That they want you to be a certain type of way. And at the end of the day, you actually have that ability to take ownership of yourself and get out of your own damn way. It's a choice. It's a choice that you have to make, and the actions will then help to change your mind. A lot of times they say, you know, sometimes mind over matter and that type of thing, right? But there's sometimes you can actually take actions and actually will help to adjust the mind psychologically. You know, that could work two ways, right? I mean, you know, you can only think about going to the gym and working out if you want to lose weight, right? For so long, but you actually have to get off your ass and do it. And that's the thing. The best way to start is to get off your ass and do it. Do it just like the Nike. Use that Nike check. If you got to use a Nike logo, man, every time you see it, just do it. Use that. Whatever works for you. Everyone's a little bit different, right? But for me, in order for me to get out of my own way and take action, I have to do exactly that. Take action right away. If I want to start a business, I got to start working on it tonight. I can't wait till tomorrow. I can't wait to watch my favorite television, go check out my favorite sports team and all, none of that bullshit. No, I had to start on it now. Right now. I actually had to make that move right now, enable for me to start that snowball rolling in the right direction and building up to whatever it is I'm trying to manifest or bring into my life, or whatever changes I want to see within myself for my best good. So guys, it's I don't want to keep this video too long, but I definitely wanted to talk about, you know, how to get out of your way and take action. And like I said, I had to take a hard look at myself, and you know, over the years, this is what I've learned. For me to make that change in myself, I've got to take action immediately. Otherwise, myself will be sitting there, and those stupid ass thoughts will start, you know, will start rolling around in my head. Saying whatever I need to say, that they'll stop me in my tracks. That invisible wall will come up, and then all of a sudden I get distracted, something else comes up, and you forget about it, right? And you know, what if you want to start a business, you know, and again, this is what we're in August. Today's August 16th. What if you start out with a New Year's resolution? I want to start my own business today. I want to try to get rid of my 9-to-5 job. And, you know, we got distracted, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, it's August 16th. It's like, oh shit, what have I done for the last 8 months? What if I actually took action back then and got into the habits of doing things and getting things going? Where would I have been now? You see what I'm saying? So those are the things I look at, and those are the things I look at and I reflect on. And those are the things I use, because I've been in those situations. I've done that many a time where I want to start something. I kind of look back and like, oh shit, you know, I could have started this thing such a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? But I've been bullshitting around saying I want to do something and talk to friends and family, but then I'm not doing anything. And that's exactly what I had to do to get out of my own damn way and take action. Was to actually just take action. It sounds simple, sounds kind of cliche, I know, but shit, if you want to do something, Start doing it. And you're doing it long enough, all of a sudden it becomes habit. And you look back and you're like, oh shit, you know something? Damn, I did it. You know, that thought comes in you. I did it. I didn't have to think about it. All those other thoughts don't matter. And then to keep yourself in mind, to keep those thoughts away, just to stay in action. It doesn't matter even if people are talking shit. It doesn't matter. People around you, say friends and family members, you know, you're starting a new business and they're saying, oh, it's not going to work, blah, blah, blah. Oh, they're saying all that stuff. You just need to stay in action and just quiet all the noise. Stay focused, and that's it. And get out of your own damn way. So this is Julian Lee. Hope you guys enjoyed tonight's video. Much love and appreciation. Thank you guys very much for being here and checking out my channel. If you haven't as of yet, make sure you subscribe and click on that bell button so that way you get updated of any new content that I put out. And of course, make sure you click the link in the description field to find out what I'm doing to make some additional income online. This is Julian Lee once again. I appreciate you. Salute to you, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.